Hello. Hi, Dark. Hi, Ghost. Ghost, wait. Ghost, you're gonna love this shit. Ghost, you're gonna love this shit. Oh, Ghost is gonna love this shit. Let me just log in to my Twitter. I think I have to be logged in to show you this. At least the comments. Oh, this is my old account. Whatever. How do I make this dark mode? There's no dark mode on fucking hot tea. The hottest tea. Okay. I want to show you guys this, but I didn't want to use light mode, but we're gonna have to use light mode, I guess. Okay. Okay. Alright, so this is where it starts. Okay. It's about H and H. It's about H and H. And when I got the tea, when I heard about the tea, I was like, no way, someone delivered this tea to me. It felt like Christmas morning. Deal with oh shit. Deal with the brightness washing out my face. For some reason I can't figure out how to do dark mode on this fucking Twitter shit. So I'm so sorry, but hold on. Okay, why light mode is crazy. Please, it's burning my eyes. Okay. I went back even further. Okay. She's verified. Alright, this used to be a mod. Lovely. Or used to be a mod for Reach and 8. I didn't do too much of my research yet, so we're gonna do it together. So she said, why do people go so quiet when bad Twitch streamers give them a terrible experience? My reasoning was because other people always told me it wasn't worth it, but I always questioned why. Why shouldn't others know? Why should others have to find out by a bad experience themselves? Imagine if that's how product reviews went. Right? And now people are talking about it. Literally, LOL. Right? Okay, cool. Super vague. Super vague. Right? If you go to her page. I don't know if she had other comments about them. This is her. Okay. She said, in regards to my recent tweets about his and hers. Hi, Smith. Welcome in. I'm just letting you know we're going to be talking shit about H&H. So if you guys are fans of H&H and you don't want to hear it, then you're going to need to leave. I don't have nice things to say today. So, that being said, this shit's washing my face out. So, Lovelier says, in regards to my recent tweets about his and hers, I want to give some context as to what's going on there. I dislike to associate with environments that tolerate harmful behavior, excuse it, or silence concerns when it's inconvenient. I've watched patterns where serious issues were minimized, accountability was avoided, and responsibility was treated as optional. Excusing a grown man's behavior, even after proof he was talking to someone underage, is insane. I also can't stand behind communities that claim community means everything while repeatedly failing the people who hold those spaces together. When moderators are overworked, unsupported, and then belittled or mocked, that isn't community, it's exploitation. I felt disrespected and that my time was worth nothing. This was a mod, for context. This white screen is fucking annoying me. It's making my hair look fire, though. Anyway, leadership means drawing boundaries, backing your team, and acting when something is wrong, not only when it's comfortable or good for press. I won't be part of spaces that expect silence or loyalty at the expense of integrity. This isn't about drama or calling people out by name. It's about values, morals. I'm choosing to be in spaces that prioritize accountability, safety, and genuine support, not just the appearance of it for an extra dollar. And if that decision makes people uncomfortable or want to leave, I'm okay with that. Just got 16,000 views on this, and I commented on it as well. Yeah, so apparently she was like a mod for them, is what she was saying before. So essentially, what this is referring to is someone in H&H was talking to another person on the mod staff or whatever it was, who was underage and flirting with them. And to my understanding, the way it was handled was by saying, yeah, we'll go through the comment. To my understanding, the way it was handled was that H&H basically said, like, you know, we can't ban people based off of what they do outside of our community. So it's not really our problem if their person is dangerous outside our community, as long as they're not being dangerous within our community, essentially, was what was being said. And Lovelier made it a point to point out a few things, actually, that I think are, like, very important. And there are things I've already said on my channel. There are already things I've already fucking said on my channel, right? Like, we can break it down. Environments that tolerate harmful behavior. Do you guys know who Patty is? Like, what's his name? IQ or whatever. Patty is a fucking... So, when I was in Bot League, he was my beast for a few events. Patty seemed nice. He was super friendly. But his friendliness extended past, you know, like, hey, let's play games. It was, like, really sexual comments towards me, like, calling me mommy, and, like, saying that he was sleeping with me, and, like, I was waking up next to him, and, like, all kinds of weird shit. So I blocked him because he was harassing me. And so he was banned from H&H originally because I think him and Apex Princess had made some, like, transphobic comments. One of them did. I'm pretty sure it was Princess. But I think he leaked the DMs to H&H, and then they banned her. But I think he also got banned for something similar. Right, like, something similar. Patty was a freak. Yeah, Patty got Apex Princess banned. But Patty was a freak. So they let him back in a few months ago. You know, after his ban was over. And so the first thing I did was go to support ticket, and I was like, hey, listen, I can't play with this guy. Let me get my phone, actually, because I had the exact screenshot of it. I was like, hey, I can't play with this guy. And she said, why, right? Hold on. I got the screenshot somewhere. Okay. I said, I noticed Patty was back, and I don't want to be paired up with him for any events. I have him blocked. Also, I want to confirm that I have a few of these other people blocked as well. And she asked about those guys. And then she asked about them, and those people are irrelevant. I asked about Patty, and so she said... Oh, I said Patty has made... She didn't ask about Patty. She didn't ask why he was banned. She just wanted to ask why I didn't want to play with two girls that I had banned. And they were because they were best friends with someone who made transphobic comments that I don't want anything to do with. So I don't fuck with Cryo. Like, full transparency. If you guys like her, that's great for you. But she's made transphobic comments. My boyfriend's trans. Like, I don't see the... If you guys don't like trans people, unfollow me. That's kind of weird. That's that. But I made it very clear that I didn't want to hang out with Cryo and the people who hung out with Cryo, so I told her I didn't want to be friends with these two girls. Because if you're that close to her, then you're sharing the same ideals, and it's not for me, right? So she was asking only about them. She didn't give a fuck about Patty. So I brought Patty back up and was like, Patty has made sexual remarks towards me since I was in Bot League, and I had to block him. And then she said, I'm sorry about Patty. It's very important that the women here feel safe. That's gross and will be watched closely. That's it. It just will be watched closely. But no accountability or nothing. No slap on the wrist for this man, right? Not a singular slap on the wrist. It was just, hey, I understand he sexually harassed you as a bot and he could, again, do that to the other women in the community, but it's fine. It's fine. So that was right off rip. I think I sent that to a few people when it happened, and I was like, hey guys, am I crazy? Or like, is there like no accountability or no responsibility for the safety of your community members? I put myself in a lot of weird positions because I have to as the streamer to keep you guys safe, and it makes me the bad guy a lot of the time. A lot of people hate me because I have to make the hard decisions that other people don't want to make for your safety. So I have to be the bad guy. That's your job as a streamer, is to be the bad guy, to protect your community. You can't be everyone's favorite. You can't be completely separate. How do I say this? When Mert was cheating, I was there with her. Me and Breadkeeper were playing with her. She wasn't cheating. When she was cheating, they went back in my VOD to check if she was cheating. And they then made a post in their Discord publicly, which is what I told here in this comment right here. Right? And asked publicly if it was okay, like that they ban said person. They said, this person has been part of the community for a while. We don't know if they should be banned or not because, this is my Twitter, by the way, you guys. It's popping over here. I haven't been on there in ages. They banned her. They asked if they should ban her, right? You're asking your community because their mods couldn't make a decision, right? Their mods could not make a decision whether or not we ban her. I thought that was wildly inappropriate, and that was basically the last time that I was part of H&H. That's when I withdrew and stopped playing their events, because it was essentially a witch hunt. It was basically saying, and everyone knew it was Mert. Everyone knew it was Mert. Even Mert came in there and said, hey guys, it's about me. Let's stop pretending. But it was a witch hunt saying, what should we do with her? And the blood is on your hands, basically. So if we kick her, you guys voted to kick her. I'm not taking any responsibility for kicking her because it's not my problem. I didn't make the decisions. My mods didn't make the decisions. You guys in the community wanted her banned, right? Right? Wildly inappropriate and irresponsible. Hella fucking irresponsible. Like, it's your community. That's like me saying, alright, chat, I don't like Robin right now. She fucked me over. What do you think? Should we ban her? And then I put a poll in chat, and we vote on whether or not we should ban Robin. When in reality, I should just say, she fucked me over, that's not safe for my community, I'm banning her. Right, like, what is this, the fucking Squid Games? We're fucking voting her off the island, like, we're fucking... It's your job, take care of your fucking community. There's a few other things, too, we could go through. A grown man's behavior after proof he's talking to someone underage is insane. They're gonna excuse anyone who they get money from. 100%. Whoever gets money from them is excused. This is something I've said on my stream a million times before. And they know I've said this. And they know I've said this because they've been through my VOD. They've poked through my VOD. So, I know they know how I feel about them. Because the last VOD, when I was with Mert, I said, what happened? Did you not make enough money during your subathon that you need to do bribes every single event? That's what I said. And she clipped it. I know Juka clipped it. And she wrote, yikes. Or whatever. And I also have it on good faith that she's been in my chat since then as well. Because I've seen her in my chat list. Which is weird because I'm a little fish in the grander scheme of things. But, you know, I'm gonna let her rock because I don't really give a fuck. And I know some of you are really close to Andrew and Juka and are big parts of their community, so I mean, you can tattle on me, it doesn't really matter. I'm not even really doing their events anymore at all. I've sworn off of them. I don't really care. It's the lack of consistency of their behavior, the lack of accountability for their actions, and the way they treat the people who are funding their lifestyle that's actually disgusting. The first red flag, if you go back a few months, I think a year, was when they did their big subathon. Some of you were there for that. That big subathon where if you hit enough goals, you were gonna name their kid. You're gonna name their kid. That rubbed me the wrong way from the beginning. Because they didn't have a kid. So they're gonna just have a kid for you guys to name if you give them enough money. Weird, but I didn't say anything because it's not my business and I was new, right? But weird. Then they started doing their bribe events, and I've done Hive and stuff. I've subbed. I've given them money. In Discord, and I was even founder once for a month. But I just, $70 is crazy. I can't afford it. But I was founder once. And I don't mind supporting streamers because I'm a streamer. I know it's a lot of work. I'm not saying what they do isn't a lot of work. I'm definitely not saying that like streaming full time is easy. But that's your job. It's not my job. So, how do I say this? You guys are stressing me out in the chat. Okay. Alright. Moderators are overworked, unsupported, and then belittled or mocked. So, I don't know anything about the mod staff, but I do feel like there should be payment for their mods, just in general, because it's such a big community and they do so much with their mods. Like, Kay literally runs lobbies. She should be entitled to some sort of compensation, and whether they don't want to pay them, then have a donation pool from your followers to go pay for them. Put a donation pool. This is what you did wrong, Ford. Oh. Fuck. I didn't want to do this live on stream, though. I forgot to message him. Well. We're just reading stuff. We're just reading stuff. Okay, right. Right. You might want to read this post. So this has been spreading around. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Me actually stressed now. I wasn't stressed before. I was like, tea? Now I'm stressed. Okay. I didn't know Lovelier was a mod. But here you have it. Leadership means drawing boundaries. They do a lot of work, like Kay and stuff. And so their payment, I guess, is like you get founders and you can just sign up for all the events ahead of time. But how, for me, and you guys can agree or disagree, every time there's a bribe event, every time there's an event, there's bribes, right? So, like, oh, let me send this so far. Okay. Every time there's an event, there's bribes. And it feels like they're asking for money every time. And it's not in the name of having a good time and having rules, and that sets their content apart. I thought that's what it was. That's why they had Hive. That's why they had Boomer. But now every single event, every queue, every team queue, every single event, they said in September, it was only for September because of the subathon, right? Because of their September deals. October rolls around, we were fine, no bribe events. I think this month, last month, December, bribes. All bribes. And they didn't tell you there was going to be bribes. They didn't tell you there was going to be bribes, and then basically said, well, if you don't like bribes, don't do them, right? Their reasoning for the bribes this time around was, this is the content that gets us the most views. This is the content that gets us the most views organically, whatever. But that's not what they said in September. In September, they said, this is because we need to hit these goals. We need to hit 3,000 subs, or I have to go get a new job. So just, number one, be transparent. Hey guys, all of our events are going to be bribes because I need the money. Okay, fine. Then okay, I'm full transparency. People will still give you the money if you need the money. There are people who will support you and give you the money if you ask for it, and be honest. I don't like the wishy-washy back and forth. That shit's wild. I'm choosing to be in spaces that support accountability, safety, genuine support, not just the appearance of it for an extra dollar. Okay, good. Doesn't matter to me now because I'm not even in there, so I haven't checked the schedule. Someone asked me to do events this month and I told them no. I'm not doing it. Because I don't care to pay for someone's bills that doesn't appreciate their community. On one hand, they're saying these are events for you. They're saying these events are for you guys, for the community, but then simultaneously don't give a fuck about their community. And I understand to an extent, let's play devil's advocate here. I understand to an extent it's hard to run a stream that big, but I would argue it's even more pertinent to be on top of your community and who comes in and out of your community. And I was going to jump to my next point because I'm going to scroll down and show you guys the comments. You should be in charge of what is reflected of your community. Correct, right? Okay, so let's see. So this was the thing about Mert. She said they did this multiple times when I was mod. Even if 100 people say yes, she won't ban him. Okay. If you donate enough money, you can do and act as you please. Rules don't apply. Always bending the rules for those who will throw a couple dollars at them. I was such an active community member, I gave my last dollars to be parts of those scrims and tournaments until I started seeing the bullshit. I was tired of the misgendering, the overuse of smaller creators, and weird pay-to-play mentality. I was tired of the weird autistic ick feeling I got every day I was there. The predatory behaviors they didn't let mods take care of because of the amount of money someone dropped on them. I've been quietly telling friends for the last 2.5 just how bad things were in that community. The transphobia and homophobia was bad enough, but the mistreatment I watched my mod friends and other mods experience was downright vile and should have been called out years ago. I'm proud of you for speaking up. They need to be held accountable and need to work on themselves. They got to be as big as they are because of the years of overworking their underpaid and underappreciated mods. I left because my friends deserve better. I'm sorry it's still happening. You did so much for a place that didn't deserve your kindness nor time. Kind of sad. I saw, and I never shared this with you guys, but I saw this live on stream. Do you guys remember the bribe where people had to make accents in comms? Right? So, like, they would jump in people's comms and, like, you had to make, like, a country accent or whatever. Somebody was doing a country accent, but their version of a country accent was, like, talking really slow. And they thought that was country. We're just in time. Just in time. I should have told Ghost to get you, to be honest. This is just right. Just in time. So, this country accent. And someone in chat said, it's giving down. You know, like Down syndrome? It's giving down. Juka reads it. She starts cackling. She laughed at the comment that said it's giving down. And then she said, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. And I was like, you fucking are right, 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 right. Wild. On stream. Someone told me they watched another stream, and this is a good source. I'm not telling you my source. But I trust this person with my life, honestly. On here, at least. And he said he had watched them say it was like one of those events where you had to pick like the gendered legend, so it had to be a female only legend. And then Andrew said, I guess it's not gonna be Alter then. And then he said, Juka said it's based off of pronouns, so anyone with she, her. And he said, well, if we're gonna use that logic, then it's gotta be, we can use Pathfinder, because Pathfinder's not a doesn't have a gender. Pathfinder's just a robot. And then she said, it's based off of what's in their bio. So Pathfinder says he/him, and Andrew was like, yeah, but he's a robot. So he could be a girl or something like that. Well, the person said Alter when they were telling me the story, but I guess Catalyst. They said Alter when they told me the story. Probably Catalyst. Because Catalyst is the trans one. That's what Andrew said. And Juka was helping out, so we give her credit for that one. And the third ick. Anyone in the ladies chat? Anyone in the ladies chat? I was in the ladies chat. Do you guys remember the non-binary player who was like asking to be included in ladies night? So Juka goes into ladies night chat. What did I not see? I haven't been in that server in a while. I don't give a fuck. It's what they're talking about now, but so there was a non-binary player who was like, hey, can I play in ladies night? Their pronouns were he, him, and then changed it to he, they, and then changed it to she, they, right? So we were watching that. Then, basically, yeah, semi-pro player. But the problem was also that that person was not even non-binary, I don't believe. I think that he just wanted to play in more events, to be honest. But the way it was handled was so poor. Tuka made a poll and said, what do you guys think? Should we allow this person? Yes. You guys decide. I don't want to. They said, should this person be allowed to play in ladies' night? And we gave our opinions. And then she put the fucking information into ChatGPT. Guys, I wish I was making this up. She put that shit into ChatGPT and said, what would be the pros and cons of having non-binary players in our space? Am I fucking high? ChatGPT? Like, come on. Be so serious. So then, I mean, it had a good result because she ended up doing hers plus, which I thought was necessary. But it was very much felt like, because this person, we were telling her this person, and I think Slee had to do it. I think Slee had to kick him from the ladies' night. Because it was very clear with the evidence that he wasn't non-binary. He was just trying to do more events. And people had seen him in other events acting out, and so they knew he was just a dude wanting to do more events. But it was the whole like, hey, I'm not gonna make the decision. One of you guys is gonna be the bad guy because it's such a tricky topic to talk about trans people and non-binary people that if they make the wrong decision, they say the wrong thing, they're gonna get canceled. Believe what the fuck you want to believe. Let me say that right off rip. I can't police what you say. I can police what you say in my chat and my community. I can police how you carry yourself in my community. I don't tolerate that bullshit. Right? That should be the standard for every community. That's your community. I don't care if you're giving me $500. If you're fucking around, then you need to go. It doesn't matter how much money you're getting paid. It doesn't matter if you're going to get canceled in the long run for not being inclusive if the evidence is showing against it. What the fuck? How did I lose my VIP? Where? VIP where? In H&H? I can tell you how you lost it if it's H&H. Oh, in my stream? You didn't have VIP in my stream. You had VIP in Merch stream. I can give you VIP, though. I feel like you've donated enough at this point to be VIP. I was like, H&H, I could tell you. It's because you and Mert talk shit about them all the time. I took away a lot of mods and VIPs in the past few months, and I'm gonna continue to do it. In the coming weeks, because don't name drop me. Don't name drop you! What do you mean? I thought we were shit talking buddies. Anyway. Should we go through the list of more stuff? I don't know what I've talked about and what I haven't. This is the thing we were talking about just now. Embarrassing. Truly. What a smart man right here. Super smart. Anyway. Not me and Mert. Yeah, sorry, wrong people. This, I'm gonna let you guys, I'm gonna let that handle it on its own. I'm gonna let you guys handle that shit. I need to read this and get into that. Because I don't know how I feel about that yet. Is Ford in chat to defend himself? Hydrate. Because there's accusations about him in there. And I'm not ignoring it, but I don't know if I should handle that on stream. I don't know if that's appropriate. I feel like that's unfair to him. No? He's not in here? Or no? It's inappropriate. They pretend to care about women's spaces while actively keeping creeps in the server, telling women they're not profitable enough for streaming, canceling women-only events, and more. I'm done pretending. But guys, it's not a pay-to-play server. Hide your kids. Doom's been saying it. It's someone referencing something that had happened with Ford a few years ago, I want to say. And comments he made towards a woman. And you take that up with Ford. And let's say that for now. For now. Oh! Doom! Doom! Okay. Okay. Well, I feel like I have to. Okay. Alright, I guess we have to talk about it then. I would have preferred Ford to be here to defend himself. Because that feels really scummy, I think. To shit on him in that fashion. Right. I feel like it's pretty scummy. But I'll read what it says on this post, like it's public. Essentially, the accusation against Ford is that he hit on someone who was underage. Well, not underage. The screenshots that she posted said that she was 18, that he waited until she was 18. Right? 28-year-old man was stalking me on 2 accounts on 3 apps for 4 months because I rejected him because he approached me. I'm not gonna be here for that bullshit that happened years ago. Yeah, see, this is what was said, right? That's up to Ford to deny or not. I don't have enough information yet for me to go through that and break that down. I have enough information on H&H to talk shit about them and do that. But I think in terms of the Ford situation, it's not my business right now. I'd like to investigate it further before making a direct assumption about it and making any bold claims, because Ford has been a mod in my channel for the last year and a half or whatever it was, and I haven't seen any issues with Ford in my community. However, I'm also not going to ignore what I saw. So I would just like to look more into it before I speak on it, but since someone brought it up, there it is. There's the information. So, I wanted to message Ford about it before we talked about it. But to be fair, in this screenshot, to be fair, devil's advocate, Ford asked if she was 18. She said yes. And that's what it said. Oh, I got 21 viewers now. Yikers. Yikers. Who told H&H I was talking about them? They're in my chat now, watching. Guys, since you're here, and you keep clicking my stream for some fucking reason, you guys should have some fucking accountability for your actions. You have a responsibility as big streamers to be respectful of your community and to care about their safety, right? Like, it's kind of insane that you act like that. There's a rat in here. I already knew there was a rat in here the second I started stream. It's fine. What I say is on public record, and I agree with what Lovelier was saying. I've withdrawn myself from that community because I don't agree with half of the stuff that goes on in there. To be completely honest with you, it's not a safe space there. And people are talking out about it, so it is what it is. Just like they're entitled to handle themselves and have their community the way they want to have their community, I'm entitled to have my opinion about it. So, it is what it is, and they don't have to worry because after this, I won't mention them at all anymore. I won't talk at all about them anymore. But there's no reason for them to be in here. Because I don't pull that many viewers for it to matter to them in the long run, right? At least Sub for real is crazy. Oh, they clicked out. They clicked out. They clicked out when I was talking shit. They clicked out when I told them to take accountability for their actions. Crazy. Crazy. They can ban me and do whatever they want. I think it was more of unwarranted attention that just kept going. All you can do is be you and let everything else go. I mean, listen. They unfollowed me. Right? They went through my VOD. They went through my VOD. Let me just be clear. They went through my VOD. Watched my shit. Clipped my shit. Then kept coming back to watch me. I'm not the one. I don't give a fuck. Apex and streaming is your life, not my life. I can't condone a community where people don't feel safe. Like, it's insane. I don't really know what they thought. Like, insane. And if you're the rat, I hope you feel happy with yourself because you just embarrassed your favorite streamer in front of themselves. So, all right, let's keep going. I'm absolutely stunned and shocked. I wish I can say I'm not surprised, but this seems to be a growing trend among top content creators and those with large followings, allowing such behaviors to continue to happen and no repercussions to those acting out of line. This is umpteenth time I've seen someone within the Apex community act in such a way and nothing done to them in our discords of ALCH and EACN, while also monetizing off of those that follow them. You said abuser as mod. We just discussed that. Bye, Dim. We just discussed that. So I'm saying essentially that I'd like to look more into this to see the extent of what was going on. I'd like to investigate a little bit further before addressing it. Of course, I agree that I think messaging someone underage is fucking hella inappropriate. Hella inappropriate, and we stand by people who are speaking out. But I just heard about that. So I'm going to be doing my due diligence to look it up and see how to move forward with that. But if you don't feel safe here, then I guess you don't feel safe here, but you weren't following me before anyway. So do what you want with that. Lack of accountability is disgusting. Can pay to do whatever you want with no consequences. Did she ever woe is me breakdown for this yet, or am I late? They bullied an entire population of their audience when they trashed the bots with another streamer. I defended 2 friends after they were talking shit to my friends, and I get called toxic. Yeah. There was a whole debacle about the bots too, which is why fax is a thing now anyway. So a lot of people Oh, damn. Saki's pissed. So there was a situation where they had gone to some Apex event, and they were essentially telling the other, I think it was We the People and someone else, basically to come and like make fun of the bots because that's what they're there for, essentially. And they said it was taken out of context. Land in New Orleans. Yeah, they said it was taken out of context. I don't know the extent. Didn't watch the video. But the bots, a lot of the bots left. That's why I feel like there's not that many bots in H&H anymore. A lot of them left. So that being said, a lot of them did end up leaving because they felt undervalued and underappreciated. Oh, thank you for
Dark
the
Phoenix
sub,
99 just subscribed. I can't keep seeing ads during all this lol.
She said, I need the tea and I need it now. And Dark's so funny because she's not even part of this community. So she's just like, not even part of the H&H community. She's just here for the tea. So a lot of the bots left because they felt not appreciated and made fun of, basically used for content. Right? So that's another shitty thing. Yeah. Fascinating how a general comment found a specific target and then they're talking about this. Listen. Let's tie it all up in a beautiful little knot here, in a beautiful little bow. I'm reading what was being said. Right? I'm reading what was being said. This is the information straight from one of their former mods with information from other people to back it up. With my whole heart, I will say, I do not support or stand with H&H, and I felt that way for a while. I kind of sealed the deal, I think, just now, LOL, because they were in here watching me talk shit. So I think there's no going back for me there. You guys might not want to associate with me if you still want to be friends with them, but I don't care if you guys are in that community. I don't care if you guys want to hang out with them and do their events. That's on you guys. I won't be doing them because I think the way they treat their community is toxic. And I think that they have a responsibility as big streamers to put their community first. And if there's more than one person talking up about it, it is what it is. Now, whoever's in the server or in the stream can tell me what they say about me, because I know they're going to say some really vague shit about me. Making videos about us is wildly inappropriate and blah, blah, blah. They're going to say some shit about me. They've already done it once before. Right? So it's not the first time, and it's probably not the last time. They probably already tweeted it. Like, the fact of the matter is, you know, whatever. Oh. And this was the comment that they wrote. It's wild how quick support turns to shade once jealousy sneaks in. Women don't need to tear down communities they once benefited from. How self-centered do you have to be to assume it's jealousy? Have you ever taken even a minute to think about the people that once absolutely adored your community and don't ever come around anymore? My Discord. My Discord is a safe space. I'm literally dating a trans guy. LOLs. Speaking of my Discord, we're having an event coming up January 18th where I don't beg you guys for money. In fact, I'm giving you money. I have prizes donated from our very own ghost trainer. So, But yeah, I can put you in contact with my boyfriend who might know. So maybe he knows. January 18th. It's called X Games. There's 6 games, legend bands. Legend bands, random POI. You come in with your own team. It is the 18th, this Sunday. We have only 13 teams, so 7 more teams can sign up. Once we get more people in our community, we're going to be able to do solo queues and stuff like that. But for now, your team doesn't have to get verified for now because I don't have that many people. So we just ask that you don't grief or be weird, right? I'm not checking your skill level for this one. So we have some sweaties in there, some regular players. So it's not going to be super crazy. I'm just practicing my casting. And doing more events. Nah, you don't have to send stats in. The last one I did was really sweaty. So, bring a sweat is what I recommend. Bring your team, and we're going to do one once event. So this one, we're doing January 18th, this Sunday. We need 7 more teams. And I'll put the Discord link in here for you guys. And then the next one is going to be in February, Valentine's Day event. We're going to do duos. And then what else was I going to say about it? There's prizes, community prizes, and they're not based off of who wins. It's just giveaways. So, we're going to be able to give stuff away. So the community is donating prizes for you guys. So from the community, for the community, and there'll be giveaways, so you don't have to win the event. The event's just for fun, and I want to practice casting. But every event, as long as I have the means, will have some prizes. So whether it's an Amazon gift card or Apex coins or like Steam gift cards, I don't know what you guys want, something like that. Have a good time at work, Alaskan. Kuma, how have you been, bro? Look, I haven't talked to you in ages. I heard that you introduced Tony to Baldur's Gate. One of the best games ever. I wanted to see if they tweeted about me. Not yet? Okay, they will soon. Right. 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 X is crazy. So yeah, that's that. That's all I wanted to hit on. I don't support H&H. These are the facts that I'm giving you. Whatever. You guys can be part of their community if you like. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to comment on it, but don't invite me to do any of their events. I'm thankful for the people that I've met because of H&H and the community that I gained because of them. I literally met my boyfriend through H&H. However, what was once a good time, because it wasn't always like this, it was nice in the beginning. What was once a good, fun time is kind of spiraled out of control into kind of a negative space. And at first I thought it was just me feeling that way, but seeing all of these different people say it and having so many of my friends already have left the server, it doesn't matter to me anymore. Nobody message me hate, nobody do any of that. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm entitled to my opinion. And that's that. Right? Like, it is what it is. So, I'm so sorry to break it down to you this way. And if you ratted on me, I mean, good on you, mate, I guess. I don't really know what to say. Anyone else want to add anything before I jump into doing something? I'm supposed to play Apex, I think. I don't really know. And I would never do that. I don't know who did it, but they were in my chat watching, so someone told on me. But it's okay, because I see a lot of people on my viewer list that aren't usually here. That's okay. Swift's here all the time, though, so I know. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care. Let me say it that way. I mean, they already know I don't like them. They'd already clipped me before. I'm just kind of agreeing with what I've read and what I've seen. But I'm still here, doing my thing. In fact, I kind of want, aside from the tournaments and maybe a few ranked. It wasn't me, I just wanted to hear the tape. It's fine if it was you guys. Like, someone definitely messaged them. I can see from my chat list, I can kind of guess. One or two people. I don't really care. But it's just, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to not tell you guys about it. I'm not trying to profit off their viewers or anything like that. I'm not trying to steal their viewers. I'm not trying to do any of that. I just want you guys to understand how toxic that community is, and you're funding the toxicity. Like, you're funding this unsafe environment. So, you know, it is what it is. It ain't what it's not. In the wise words of someone I don't talk to anymore. Oh no, Friday we're getting a fucking site visit. See, I have other things to worry about than this bullshit. This is their full-time job. This is not my full-time job. I have an actual job that I have to go to and then come home and stream and do other stuff. And then I also own a business selling candles. So I don't have as much stake in the game as they do, but I actually don't give a fuck either. Take some accountability for your actions is what I guess I'm gonna say in the end. We'll look into this Ford shit and see what the fuck's going on. And yeah, that's that. Anybody else? Anybody else got anything to say? Because I know so many people who aren't going to speak up and say anything, but I know they agree with me. I know I'm saying what they wanted to say. How are you? I'm great. We're talking shit about H&H. While they watched me talk shit about them. Insane. We were just saying that I'll too long didn't read TLDR for you guys. This girl, Lovelier, used to be a mod for H&H, and she made a whole post about how H&H takes no accountability for their actions. Their mods are overworked, unsupported, and belittled or mocked. They're exploiting their mods. Excusing creepy sexual behavior. Serious issues are minimized, accountability avoided, talking about how it's your guys' responsibility to make the decisions for them. It's your guys' job to be the executioners so they don't have to have blood on their hands. And that they prioritize money above the safety of their community and other things like that. I mean, it's the same thing I've been saying for fucking ages about them. You want to hear something funny, Jade? They were in here. They were watching me talk shit about them. It was a little funny. And then I said, hey guys, since I see you in my chat list, why don't you take some accountabilities for your actions? And then they laughed. So, you know. Nice. Nice. I'm her. The thing is, I'm just saying what a lot of people are thinking. Even long time viewers of theirs, long time followers. Not them leaving, not them showing up after they were in my... Guys, they were in my stream last week too. Watching me. They're watching me. Even when I'm not talking about them, they're watching me. Like, why? Why are you here? If anybody wants to do my Apex tournament, I got one Sunday, January 18th. We pay our mods, as in I don't have mods. But when I get mods for the tournaments, I'll pay them. Speaking of, I need mods for these tournaments. One, for the... Especially people who are good in Discord. So if you're really good at Discord, let me know. 2, there's prizes. We're giving you guys prizes. I'm paying you. I'm paying you guys to do the tournament. We have prizes. To show my appreciation. This one I'm doing with Hoodcat casting, but I want to do each event with someone else casting. So I'm going to try and convince my boyfriend to cast with me for next month because it's Valentine's Day. But March, we'll go through the list, and I'll just go through the list and get a new caster every event. So this month is going to be Hoodcat. That's why I asked if you guys could put your stuff down. Yeah, I'm trying to convince him to fucking cast with me because I think that'll be cute as shit. But he's not as outspoken as me. I think I will overshadow him maybe. So next month we're gonna do duos. This Sunday though we're doing trios. You bring your trio, any skill level. Someone did bring a really skilled player along, so if you want to bring your skilled player along to balance it a little bit, go right ahead. We have only 13 teams. We can run the lobby with 13 teams. We don't need a full 20, but, you know, the closer to 20, the more fun it will be. So, if you guys find teams, maybe Jade and Larry could get back together. That was a solid team, the 3 of them. And then Jade said she had a great time with them, too. So, that might be a fun duo. A trio. But it'll probably be a little sweaty. And then I just want to know what prizes you guys want. Like, if you want... We did Amazon cards last time, but I don't know, like, what's better, Apex coins, Steam gift cards, like, I just give you PayPal money, like, what's better? I don't know. You guys tell me. Here's to practice more. The people in here are very sweaty, Dark, super fucking sweaty. Here, these are Apex players. I think Melly's with Helios. Helios? Also, if anything funny happens in the 18.8 server, I'm still in there, but, you know, you just tag me if anything crazy goes on. Oh, like right now. Bungus, Hunting, and Raz play together consistently. So those 3 are, like, on the same page all the time. They play with each other consistently, so they're gonna be really fucking good. They're gonna be the team to beat. ABW brought Maple. And she's fucking cracked out of her mind. She's like a pred player. I'm gonna speak to her and make sure, you know, it's not like Rapture, like, shielding the lobby. I think she'll be cool about it if I was like, hey, there's no one of your skill level in here. Be nice. I'll think she'll be nice. But that's why I say bring the sweaties. If you want. But Tony, if they're rolling you, you guys roll them back. I don't really care. You don't have to keep Sean in tech. You guys got fucked over last time. They were rolling you guys down. I think you should just roll them down. I think you guys should just... That's what they get. It's your turn. I mean, Bon Bon got Coach Chris. So, it should just be fun. It should just be mostly fun. You should nerf them. Yeah, I'm gonna nerf, I think. I'm definitely nerfing Maple's team, for sure. Because they're gonna be... You know... This is our Discord again. If you want, we have a looking for team portion. So I think Doom and some other people are looking for teammates as well. So if you don't have a team, or if you have like one person or missing a person or whatever it is, it's in there as well. How fun are your crew, Smith? Damn. Can I play the guitar? Hero controller. She probably could fucking slay with that. I watched her do Ladies Night where she was just fucking... Oh my god, this guy's at Apex training for Sunday's tournament. Let's go. That's cute. Also, tell your friends, if you have friends who like Apex, to join our event. I'm not trying to be the next H&H. I'm not trying to take over. I just want there to be a fun space for you guys to do events, because I hate playing Apex sometimes, but I want to do more Apex stuff. So, casting is the way for me. But, and then I'm doing Vesa, I think. That one might, I don't know how I'm gonna fare with that one, but yeah. Oh, what happened on Friday? That's all my Apex talk. That was like an hour. Anybody else got anything else they want to add or forever hold your peace? I promise I'm not going to talk about H&H anymore after this. I don't really give a fuck. They take up too much of our time and space. Moving forward, I'll just play my Apex and I'll play my other games. And that's that. But yeah. But if you guys don't want to be seen with me, if you guys don't want to get shunned from H&H, that's okay. I'll understand if you unfollow me. I don't have prizes picked out. I pulled this open because I wanted to see if I lost any followers. I wanted to see if I lost any followers from talking shit. Just be ugly people. There's one story I forgot to tell you guys. Oh, Jade, you're going to be pissed about this one. I was playing Ladies Night with Bon Bon and Melly, right? And it was a ladies night in terms of like, it was Team Cube, like you play the first 3 games with your team and then you switch teams. The only good thing about that is that I met Robin. But other than that, we were pissed because we didn't want to split up teams. Now, Melly forced herself to play because she was already feeling like shit. So, Melly's feeling like crap. She's like, they're switching teams. She's like, I need to go. I'm not going to sit here and stick it out. If it was you guys, I'll stick it out. But if not, right, she was pissed. So then we go into H&H, and I tell Juka in their chat, we need a beast. Because our beast can't play anymore. And Juka said, right off rip, like, oh, why? Because she doesn't want to change teams? Like, she doesn't want to change teams? Like, tell her, like, it's not about clicks and blah, blah, blah. And she's, like, getting really angry. And I said to her, Melly has MS. She can't stay up anymore. It's a medical reason. She has to go. And then she was like, oh, okay, sorry. If it was like a medical reason, that's okay. That's fine. But she was like ready to jump down my throat about clicks and other shit. And I was like, ma'am, not everything's about what you want it to be about. Some people have things that they have to deal with. Some people need to get the fuck off the computer. And I say that with no love in my heart. Like, yeah, their favorites are the ones that give them money. And not me because I talk shit about them. I don't recommend doing their Apex events. I can recommend a few servers. To do Apex events if you like them. Like, Vesa does regular scrims weekly as well. Like, they do their league, but Vesa also does regular scrims that you can join in with your friends. I do my monthly scrims. I know a few of my friends do monthly scrims. So, you know, it is what it is. I've been having a rough-ass fucking week. So this was the tea I needed, to be honest. This shit was, I was like, yes, tea? Slay. I was like, slay, we're eating good tonight because I, have been having a rough-ass fucking week. We're getting observed at work on Friday. And I have none of the staff's coming in. None of the fucking staff's coming in. So, yeah. It's basically gonna fall on my shoulders, so I'm gonna be stressed as fuck on Friday. I'm not gonna be a good person to talk to at all. Nobody talk to me on Friday. I'm gonna be crazy. Yeah. I mean, I think that covers a lot of it. My stomach hurts. I know, I saw. What the fuck, Dark? That's crazy. I'm gonna need some medication, I think. I'm getting sick. I might have to call to work tomorrow. My boss is gonna be fucking pissed. I'm feeling like absolute fucking shit. I really didn't lose any followers from that. Is fucking hilarious. Alright. Post is unavailable. I got a bunch for my tournament. Okay. What should I do now? I got a half hour to an hour while I wait for my boyfriend to get home from work. Everyone literally agrees. Yeah. Okay, but H&H sitting in here watching me talk shit is the funniest thing ever. Oh my god. And then when I address them, they fucking leave. That was not on my bingo card, but you know what? I'm actually hurt. That's so funny. That's so fucking funny. Should I play Apex for a half hour? They probably sent spies to watch you. They were in my fucking... So, I played with Mert. They started it. I played with Mert. They said Mert cheated, went through my VOD, was clipping shit and trying to send it to them. Send it to people. And I knew that because it was one of the fucking clip had a lot of views on it, so I knew they were sharing it around. Then, the following week, a few days ago, actually, I think it was over the weekend, they were in my chat again. And now, the third time they're in my chat, and they're not even following me. They're not even following me anymore. So that means someone was like, hey guys, and it's talking shit. Alright. I'm done with all of that. Did they say anything? They didn't say anything. I called them out. And I said, since you guys are watching my stream, why don't you take some accountability for your actions? You have a responsibility to make sure your community is a safe space. And then they left after I called them out. So, you know what that means. They're not even going to sit here and defend themselves. They're just whatever. Yeah, so they pick who they want to watch, and they pick and choose who is going to be in trouble. So I was under the radar for a lot of the time, so I never was on stream, usually, like, ever, which is fine by me. But then there's people who give a lot of money, who, are more of the center of attention, and that's okay. Their bio said no ego, just vibes. Yeah. I have all the ego and the vibes. They're freaking the fuck out because no one's gonna be here on Friday. Friday's gonna stress me the fuck out. I feel like I'm getting sick. Like, I'm so stressed of work. Alright, guys, all the H&H shit talk is over. You can all leave. It's over when I get here. Merc can catch you up. I'll keep the VOD up. We're talking about H&H's bullshit. The same thing we've been saying forever, but someone called them out on it. I think, for me, accountability is the most important thing. Accountability and outspokenness, right? Like, I'm not afraid to speak out about things that are going on that are wrong. I think that's important. And while there's not a place in everyone's community for that kind of energy, there is on my end. Grumpy deleted his fucking text, by the way, you guys. Wait, he just re-quotes everything 1888. I got tea on everyone. $5 to whoever finds the rat. Alright. Alright. Cause Saki quoted him. Saki quoted him, but he deleted the tweet. Right? Grumpy wrote something to Lovelier. And then Saki quoted it. And then he deleted it. And this is Saki's. Anyway. I was converting the time. Alright, my friends. I have about maybe an hour actually. So I think my boyfriend will come home and then eat dinner or whatever it is. I wish Bon Bon was here for this. What team am I missing? You were there for most of it. Just H&H is an unsafe place. That's pretty much about it. Should we play Apex? Should I play that Fire Emblem game that we were playing? Let's see. Let's play some Apex, maybe. I don't know. Homegirl's starting to feel sick. I'm starting to feel, like, super hot. So. It doesn't. Does it sound like it is? Wait, is it? I don't think so. Why, do you hear, like, the rain? I'm on Power World. New York traffic is probably outside my fucking window. I don't want to join a server where I might get hated on for being trans femme. My server's pretty great. But that's just me bragging. H&H isn't going to come out to your face and say comments about you being trans because some of their advisors and that this is the tournament server. My regular Discord is different, but that's the tournament server. Where we handle events. They're not going to come out and say that to your face. But, I have a feeling that they only, to go with what Mert's saying, I have a feeling that they worry more about how they're going to look with how they deal with trans people than actually giving a fuck about trans people, to be honest with you. Hot take. But when they asked for a poll, they put a poll and asked ChatGPT, you know, about a non-binary person. That's that. Right. She's staff there. So that's a whole other thing. And I don't think they ever made my boyfriend feel unsafe. So, you know, that's another thing. But just in time, Bubbles. Well, not just in time. We just finished talking our shit already. So, you kind of missed it. But that's alright. Now I'm just debating what I do. I'm not competitive. My X Games one is, that tournament server is just for our tournaments. I don't do a lot of Apex content. I do, other content as well. I'm a variety streamer, so I'll play other games as well. I should know what I want to play right now, because I only have an hour. So I'm thinking, like, what can I play for only 1 hour? Like, I don't know if I want to play Apex. Let's see what Hoodcat's on Apex. Let's see who's on Apex. Let's see who's on Apex. Mm-hmm. It was about Lovelier. We talked extensively about it. And then I brought in a few examples of my own from what I've heard and from what other people have heard. And so I guess my TLDR is, I don't care if you guys support H&H. That's not my business. I don't support H&H. I don't feel like it's a lucrative community for me. I'm thankful for all the people I've met, but I will not be doing any more tournaments there. And I had bounced out after the whole incident with Mert before, so I bounced out after the public execution in the general chat. Nothing against people who are in that community and want to stay in that community. That's up to you guys. I don't care. And I just wanted to bring up some of my experiences and then also kind of just close the door on that chapter. So from now on, I won't be doing H&H events. I was talking about the public execution of, like, the poll of should they kick you and stuff. Yeah. They said Mert cheated. Then they said they said she cheated, went through my VOD to check if she cheated, then asked everyone in the server in their public general chat if she should be kicked out or not, which I thought was handled inappropriately. I think it's the server person's, I think it's the streamer's responsibility to do it, not theirs. There's an Apex update? For what? Oh, it's already done. You got burned at the stake is crazy. I like the idea of a community for casual gamers, but they're not transparent about anything. I think the bait and switch about the bribes, crazy. Where they're saying they're... Okay, so let's start over. So, I did an event with Mert, right? I did an event with Mert. She was on my team, so I can confidently say she was not cheating. I was there with her the whole time. We were all three pissed about the bribes, right? We were pissed that there was bribes. Because they didn't tell us there was going to be bribes. They bait and switched that there was going to be bribes. And you can say it says it on the schedule or whatever, but none of us knew. All three of us were like, what the fuck, right? Right off rip. She didn't look at the map. She opened the map, right, and said, she did look at the map, but she wasn't looking at the zone. She opened the map and said, Anna, I know where final ring is. We're on first fucking ring. Even if you look at H&H's stream, there's no... Because I've hosted an event before. There's no way that Merc can know what the final ring is. Right off rip. She was just talking shit out of her ass. So she says, I know where the final zone is. Do we go to the final zone? No, we fucking die right off rip anyway. We're dead in the beginning. We barely even make it to the end. Like, it's whatever. It's fine. We didn't even get to zone. None of that. So that's what Mert said, that she was cheating. But she wasn't cheating. She was fucking around. They're going to my VOD to watch it. And they're clipping things in my VOD because now looking for her clip, they find out that I don't like them and the way they're acting. So now they're clipping that and getting in their feels. So they then go into their server and say, listen, this person is a longtime community member. We don't know how to handle this. Right? Do you guys think we should ban them or not? Should we ban them for a month? Ban them from events? Ban them from the tournament forever? Do nothing. Me and the mods can't agree. So you guys decide. So I thought it was handled poorly because it was saying basically to their community, you guys pick. You guys are going to be responsible. The blood is on your hands. So if Mert gets kicked from the server, that's on you guys. I didn't do it. The community wanted it, so I don't have to feel bad about it. That's classic behavior. So, I think, and then also the point of the matter too was like they were saying, they didn't say it was about Mert, but we all knew it was about Mert. Like, we all fucking knew it was about Mert. Even Mert came in and was like, hey guys, like, we all know it's about me. Right? And then Dredd said the poll they did pissed me off. No context, no evidence, just a generic should be banned cheaters, and then acted on it afterwards. Yeah. It was super generic. They weren't saying what it was. And now they're saying, like, what should we do? And now they're getting sympathy. That's the point. They're getting sympathy from the comments, like, validating them. Like, yeah, what a cheater. Cheaters never prosper. Losers, blah, blah, blah. Right? And now they're just hyping up. Now there's the witches with their pitchforks. And that's when at that moment, that was when I quit H&H. There was a guy they had, and Mert might disagree with me because I think she knew the person. But from what I heard, the guy went on his alt account with his brother, or whatever it was. His brother was on the account, but it was linked to his overstat or whatever. Whether he cheated or not, and then he said, yeah, Packers, yeah. And then he said that it was a voice changer because his sister couldn't use the account. Whether that was cheating or not, I think it was cheating, but whether that was or not, that's more, hey, should we ban this guy, than Mert looking at the map. Hey, should we ban this guy with all this evidence? Right, he didn't want to move on. They didn't put it in the server and ask everyone. And there was a guy, when Jude got moved down to, from Beast to Beer, when people made us think about it, they got fucking publicly shamed too. Like, why the fuck are you guys arguing and having opinions? I don't do H&H events anymore because it's stupid. It's stupid, it's dumb, and it's stupid. And did I say stupid and dumb? Welcome back, Doom. I feel like I'm getting sick. I'm gonna need some medication. Like, prompt. Yeah, so they said she was cheating, but I'm telling you guys I was with her. I was in her team. The only time we could have gotten, you know, in trouble for cheating was when we told her. When we were gonna fuck around for that one match where you pick your legend, and then one of you has to play Gibby, whoever lands on Gibby. That was the only time we were gonna cheat. Where we were like, that was the only time where we were like, hey, how is she gonna know which one of us plays Gibby, right? That was the only time, and we didn't even cheat because Brad wouldn't let us. Brad is such a nice guy. He's like, well, I'm not gonna cheat. Yeah, they encourage viewing the stream. There was one time Ancient was there. Is Ancient still here? It was the one event where we all DC'd and we came back like it was the ship was it was supposed to be it was supposed to be a regular drop, like a random drop ship, but it was a regular drop ship. So we went back to the stream to see if we had to restart the game, right? And we go back to the stream to restart the game, and I think it was Ancient who was like, oh, like, are you restarting the game? And she's like clowning us, saying we're not restarting the game. Why are you even watching? She called him a stream sniper. She was like, are you stream sniping? Like, why are you even watching the stream? You should be paying attention to the game. You shouldn't even be here. And we're just like, we were just going back to see if we need to restart the game or not, if it was an issue before we started looting and stuff. Like, poorly done. Like, please. That shit pissed me off. Pretty snooty, yeah. It's the E-H show. There's no accountability. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, accountability is sexy as fuck. You're accountable? Sexy. But, like, they want you to watch the stream for their views. Right. They just want the viewers. They want money. If it doesn't get them money, they don't give a fuck. The audacity to look at your chat in the face and say, if you don't give me money, I have to get a real job, is insane. There's other ways to get money besides begging for subs. You can get sponsorships. Like, now I'm starting to think, why the fuck did they get blacklisted from an EA event? They got blacklisted from an EA event, and they said it on their stream. They can't go to, like, the Red Bull events and stuff because they're fucking blacklisted. Makes me think, why? Why the fuck were you blacklisted? You don't want to tell us. Right, they said it. Juka said that shit herself, and she tried to frame it like they're treating her unfairly, and it's a misunderstanding, but I'm starting to think it's not. I'm starting to think it was for a different reason. Blacklisted from an EA event is crazy when you're one of the bigger Apex streamers. Right. Right. Blacklisted. But why are they not signed? Furia let them go. I can play for a little bit, Ancient. Like, probably like 40 minutes. And then, ABW is gonna be home. And yeah, play a few with me. But let me go get some medicine. I feel like I'm getting sick, so I want to get some ibuprofen. They also dropped, but, Doom, they also... We're talking about his and hers live. I don't know who minus Tempo is. With, their Steel series, they're no longer being, supported by Steel series either. The audacity to look your viewers in the face and say, pay my fucking wages is crazy. The fuck? You insane? Pay my wages. I work part-time. In New York. Can't afford shit. I'll be back. Here. Mary's rocking in it. What I missed? Fuck do I know what's going on anymore. I don't fucking know what's going on anymore. I feel like I'm dying. H&H watching me talk shit about them is the highlight of my night. Nothing is going to be better than that for me tonight, so... I'm just... Oh my god. Can I ask a question? Sure. Hello?
Hello. Yeah, just do that. Nope, that's. I don't blame you. Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Let me.
$6 to sub, not $5.
What? Oh.
What? I only answer questions from subs. You're so right. I only want money. I need to pay my bills, so I don't have to go back to my regular job. I have a sauna that I need to build, cars that I need to buy.
Don't forget your chickens.
And my chickens. So I need you guys to pay my bills. Also, I need to fly my boyfriend out to come see me, so if somebody wants to pay for that too. Right? Literally a man to fly out, so if you guys could match Ghost's $500 donation, then, you know.
All right, fine.
He's like, all right, here's my credit card. Please don't stop streaming.
Here's my credit card. I need the miles. Just let me keep my miles.
Minus tempo? Who the fuck is that? Did we figure that out?
Yeah, Apex Talker. I saw something. I didn't watch it, but like 2 years ago there was an event going on and he shut down the servers or something, and it was an H&H event. But it could also be a clickbaity title, so I have to do some research and see.
Duka got caught ducking out of the tournament early to go play Arc Raiders? Yo!
That blows my mind.
She said on stream she wishes they didn't have to play Apex.
That's how she makes her money.
I wish I didn't have to beg you guys for money. Oh my god.
Yeah, I give you subs in that because I appreciate you, not because I know you need money or anything. Appreciate everything you do. It's a lot of work. As I'm finding out.
Yeah, streaming's a lot of work, and I think what really pisses me off about H&H is just that there's no responsibility for the large community that she's managing. Because I know Andrew's not doing shit. So.
No.
Like, you have a big community, it's your responsibility to make it a safe space, whether you're the bad guy or not. Like, you're gonna be the bad guy. I'm the bad guy a lot of the time. It is what it is.
Come on. Okay, I'm not running double Mozams. No. Oh, God, I think I've forgotten how to play.
That's funny as fuck, Dread. Wait, that's actually funny as fuck. I understand not wanting to play something because I'm stuck on Apex a lot because I get the most viewers on Apex as well. So I understand that. But I'm not playing other games while I'm streaming a tournament. That's wild. You know who doesn't?
Yeah,
You know who pays full attention to their tournaments? Me. You should sign up.
nice segue.
Try it. But I asked who should take response. Well, we're talking about them because all of us are part of the community. The majority of my community and viewers right now is part of that community. So it's a shared mutual community. That's why we're talking about it. I'm not here to talk shit about like random people for no reason. It's a shared experience that we've all had. And have had to be on the ass receiving end of.
Damn. Almost good.
We're trauma bonding, exactly.
Killed somebody without even being there. Forgot how much fun Caustic is. Causing total chaos.
That's the community where we all met in. So we're just talking about that. Whoa! Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Oh. I gotta call out of work tomorrow. My boss is gonna be pissed, but I've gotta. I'm gonna say, ma'am, if you want me ready for Friday's observation, I need off. Because I can't. I'm no longer part of the Discord. A link to their Discord? No. I'm not promoting their shit. You can look them up yourself and go follow them if you want. We're gatekeeping.
Yeah, pretty much.
I need a gun that's not this nemmy. Fuck. Bonnie, you missed it! Yeah, you can tell me if they're talking shit about me. It might make me laugh. Bonnie would have loved that shit.
Oh, Bonnie would have. Hell yeah.
Bonnie would have loved that shit. Stop landing on us, ugly.
That was interesting.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't know unless he's trying to block people from coming in there, but that's why I have my. Whoa, nope. Oh.
Maybe he is blocking them. What I miss? H&H, yeah. They're in trouble for not having any accountability for their actions.
Damn it.
And then I was talking shit about them, Bon Bon.
Oh.
And they were watching my stream while I was talking shit about them. Even though they unfollowed me last week, remember?
Nice.
She would love to retire from her job. Right. Right. We talked about all of that. And then Bon Bon, she was in chat, and I saw she was in chat, so I asked her, since you want to watch my stream, why don't you take any accountability for your actions and be responsible for your community? And then she left. So, I guess accountability is not on the menu for them.
I forgot about the... No, don't die! Don't die! Oh, you made it in. Good.
I'm here! Woohoo!
Woo!
Trying to join their academy. It's fake. They don't appreciate their community. I need a second gun. I haven't had one this whole game. It's this fucking Wraith again. Woo!
Whoops. Oh my god, come on.
What I'd miss? Oh my god. Who wants to tell him?
A shit ton of stuff.
H&H stuff. Somebody made a post calling them out for their BS that they do to their mods and everything else, and how they beg for money and they let predators stay in their server.
I'm gonna go up top.
Because they get money from them. And I was talking about it on stream and agreeing and giving my own examples of experiences we've all had. Right, it was a lot. To the point where someone in chat went and told them I was talking shit about them, so then they came to watch. So I guess it hurt their feelings that much, and then... yeah.
Damn it! I was hoping to stay alive long enough to get you in. Holy shit. That was a good gassy game.
Good gassy game. I'm getting carried.
No, you saved my bacon like half a dozen times. You kept rezzing the two of us.
Hey, blah. Send me VOD?
Yeah.
There's a rat in here, it's okay. I ain't scared. I'm not scared because they already were in my VOD last week. They're already in here a few times watching me. So. Whatever, bros. They're not going to be mean to you there. They're just not going to give a fuck about you unless you give them money. Anybody say anything in general chat yet? No? Nice.
Anyone have a rat trap?
The experiment begins.
To catch the rats.
Oh, you dirty rats. Oh. Shoot. I'll try estates again, I guess.
I'm not in their server now. I don't agree with the tactics that they use for money above everyone else.
We should inspect that area.
Oh yeah, they'll misgender you for sure. The last chat GBT, it's a good idea to have you there. That shit was wild. Like, let me ask ChatGPT if it's okay. Like, hello? And if you call them out on that bullshit, Geppetto, they get angry and say, no, that's what we also talked about too. Like, they say, it's because that's the content that gets us the most views. You having a 4.5 hour tournament because you're begging people for money is not what gets you views. You are full of shit. Nobody wants your fucking
Oh my god,
events.
That is so stupid. What do you mean I have to cock the gun? God damn it. God damn it.
Okay, alright, he shot me. This fucking bitch. Ford, I thought you were going to bed for the night because you were pissed. Also, they said some things about Ford, Bon. Well, not them, but other people. Oh, get fucked, idiot! Ford was not the start of the drama. Ford is, I think, caught in the crossfire, perhaps.
Oh, come on. Now they're just sitting on each other.
Oh my god, I missed every shot.
Yeah, the Mirage and the Condor are on the same team. They're running together right now. I'll try to land on you.
Yeah, I don't really know who they are. But, you know, you're a mod, you can do what you want. You're both mod, you can do what you want. My server's non-trans friendly? My server?
What?
Oh, H&H. I thought you meant my server. I said my boyfriend's trans. I don't know what we're talking about here.
Wait. I got you. Oh. You didn't have to die. I was trying to rescue you.
No, I didn't die on purpose. I think I just bled out. Like the storm. I don't know, but I don't want to talk about it anymore because I feel like I'm giving them so much more attraction. They don't deserve it. Like, fuck them. Oh, you bitch.
Alright. You guys lived. Yay.
We're in a mutual hater vibe. Fuck him. I'm leaving. What's up, Ford? Ford's pissed today. Ford's pissed. How long ago was that, Ford? Like,
will you take the
how
fucking...
far in the past was that? Because I did say that I haven't noticed Ford do any of that stuff in my community. And he's been mod here for a year and a half. Oh, you fucking bitch. Our next Apex event is Sunday. Invite your friends. Bonnie's got her son there and they're gonna run the lobby, she said. So. You're home? Are you gonna eat dinner or no?
That's so cool.
Yeah, she's got her son coming to play. That's fun.
That's awesome.
And Coach Chris, so I think they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Shit. About 8 at 7. Okay. Do you want to hang out after this game? Or what? He stopped playing 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you need to leave. That's cool.
Yeah, I already told Aim to... Once my boyfriend gets home, I'm getting off. He's like, cool, whatever. We love ABW or whatever he said. I heard him.
ABW's the best.
Zapper, I'm literally leaving. Zapper.
Oh my god, they're rezzing. That's not fair.
And you missed all the H&H drama. But Dread, you film it. I'm tired. I got no more energy. to say it over and over again.
Jesus, our Wraith is like killing the lobby right now.
Right, she's good. What's up? Do you guys need a third? I'm leaving Hoodcat. And Hoodcat, you fucking missed it, dude.
Hoodcat, I'll play with you.
Yeah, Ancient needs a second. I'm leaving. I thought you said you didn't want a competitive plates. I'm confused. I might give you guys the rundown again for a Hoodcat. I don't know if he knows how to go back in a VOD. I'm not gonna lie. Right, Geppetto, fill him in. Ancient Sap said you want him to join you as well. Sapper?
Sure. Yeah, I'll play. I'm free tonight. I don't have anything going on.
What happened? H&H happened. Somebody made a post about them on Twitter, calling them out for all their BS. You can just ban them. I don't really give a ban her. You can just ban her.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
All right, the spot is yours, you guys.
Yep.
Okay.
Tell them to join your trios. I'll play in here if that's okay.
I gotta invite Zapper here. I love Bon Bon. She said, "Stop asking questions." I don't have him in here to DM.
Who?
Go to my server. All right, you guys have fun.
All right, thanks. Have a good night.
Night. She said, "Thank God they're annoying me." So Headcat, essentially, someone made a post about 8 right? On I'm not going to bed. I'm going to talk to my boyfriend. What do you mean? What do you mean? Bed? Unless bed means something else, then yes. I'll link it to you. Hold on, I'll show you guys. See if I can find it again. Oh, she just posted a new thing an hour ago. Posted a new thing an hour ago. I have zero reason to lie or distort the truth. I'm not desperate for views, and the fact that they keep pushing the narrative says far more about them than it does about me. What they're doing is projection. I'm sorry to the people groups or minority that continue to be silenced by people like them. So Lovelier made a post about H&H saying, serious issues were minimized. Accountability was avoided. Responsibility was treated as optional. Excusing a grown man's behavior even after proof he was talking to someone underaged. I can't stand behind communities that claim community means everything while repeatedly failing the people who hold those spaces together. When moderators are overworked, unsupported, and then belittled or mocked, this isn't community, it's exploitation. I felt disrespected and that my time was worth nothing. Leadership means drawing boundaries, backing your team, and acting when something is wrong, not only when it's comfortable or for good press. I won't be part of spaces that expect silence or loyalty at the expense of integrity. Right, she wasn't underage. The claim made was that he waited until she was 18, which I don't know if I agree with. I heard another story about her. That's not my story to tell. That seems a little fishy, so I don't really know yet. That's why I said I need to look into it first, because Forza kind of a big part of this community. So this is Lovelier. She's a big streamer. She used to be a mod for them. She's got like 5K followers on Twitch and stuff. So she's pretty well known. I won't be part of spaces that expect silence or loyalty at the expense of integrity. This isn't about drama or calling people out by name. It's about values, morals. I'm choosing to be in spaces that prioritize accountability, safety, and genuine support, right? And you can see what his and her said about that. They responded to it, right? So they wrote, hold on. It was the 11th, right? It's wild how quick support turns to shade once jealousy sneaks in. Women don't need to tear down the communities they once benefited from. And then Lovelier said, how self-centered do you have to be to assume it's jealousy? Have you ever taken a minute to think about why the people that once absolutely adored your community don't ever come around anymore? So all we did was we talked about their insane need for money. We talked about the subathon where you can name their kid if they got enough money. We talked about the bait and switch with the bribe events where they wouldn't say they're bribes only and then you throw into a bribe event. We talked about the wild asking ChatGPT if a non-binary person, if her space could benefit from having a non-binary person in it, in the ladies' space. We talked about how she doesn't protect women in the space. Andrew and Juka don't protect women in the space because I had an incident with someone sexually harassing me and I brought it to her and she basically just said, we'll keep an eye on him and didn't do anything about it. And this was directly from Juka herself. And we talked about a whole bunch of other stuff, like her making jokes about people with Down syndrome on our stream. And then also their misgendering, and making comments about like all different kinds of gender things, I feel like. Right. So, I mean, we talked about all of it. The VOD's worth rechecking. But I'm tired and I don't want to talk about it anymore. However, someone in here is a rat who keeps telling on me to H&H or they can come and yell at me or whatever they want to do. I don't know. They didn't want to yell at me. They didn't type in my chat, but they keep sending them around to watch us. So, if you're the rat, thanks, you made my night. I'm not going to lie. That made me laugh. And then the TLDRs, I definitely after this don't support them. And having brought it up and talked to you about it, you guys, like, I was a little nervous because I thought, you know, that might cause an issue. They're a big streamer, but at the same time, all of you agree with me, and I'm just saying what everyone else is thinking. So it's like, let me be the hated one. I'm always the villain anyway, so I don't give a fuck. They're responsible for their community. So, you know, creating a safe space where people feel like they can be themselves and have a good time without having to dish money out, but they don't understand that we're not here to pay their bills. So, whatever. Thanks for all the people that I met, but deuces. We have a fat viewer account right now, so are any of my friends streaming that we can, like, send over to them who could, like, really benefit from that? You guys want to go to Archer? Shooting scrims. Mass Effect. Oh, Dread, do you want to watch a Mass Effect streamer? I feel like I'm getting sick. Dread keeps talking about Mass Effect. Maybe we send them over here. So, Pink Clementina is like, she's so great. I met her through, Dragon Age. And now she's playing Mass Effect. Imagine going from being a fairly reliable and successful Apex community streamer to a failed IRL stream / shit Apex for money stream, and then literally canceling your stream early to go fucking play Arc Raiders. Fucking insane. Let me see if she's leaving. Because I usually raid and then they fucking leave.
When she was like 18. Like, you're telling me that by like game 3, when she's like on her own shit, you know? I mean, she matures a lot, I feel like. And the part where she invites you to bed and you can be like, nah, I gotta go write in my journal.
Okay, we'll send you there. Right, the tournament. Oh, that's another thing. Last thing. I have a tournament Sunday. 8 p.m. Eastern. Let your friends know. We have 13 teams. We could benefit from a few more. We don't have to hit the 20, but it'd be nice to have more teams just in case people back out so we could have a lobby that runs. 6 games. Legend bands. Random POIs. You're going to be scored. And okay. Right, Hoodcat's co-hosting. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a great time. So you guys come in. And there's prizes! There's prizes. We're giving you guys money to play. We're giving you money. Unlike H&H, where you have to pay to enter. We're paying you to enter. Crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and go right into this streamer. You guys can go say hi. She's the best. Very nice. And we'll chat with you. I love you too, man.
This is so terrible. Clear your throat, big dog. No. I need to have a
Get Tommy in here, bro. Like, get Tommy in the tournament.
Why can't it be cured?
Literally, fucking.
Oh my god.
You think they'll watch? Someone got the rat. Whoever the rat is, when my tournament is live, can you send them the link?
You gotta. We can get our. We can get some.
Can you guys be like, hey?
We can get some.
Look at this fucking shitty tournament.
We're gonna get you.
Oh my god. They can comment to my chat and tell me how ass it is. As long as there's 70 people telling me it's ass, that's 70 people lurking, so I'll take it. Not to brag, H&H, but my last tournament had 70 viewers, and I wasn't even, like...
I just want to talk to you.
Oh, thank you for that.
Hoodcat Dad just subscribed.
I haven't seen Root at all today. It must be him. He's, like, typing away. Alright, guys. Have a wonderful night. I will catch you all by the weekend. Friday's gonna be ass for me. I'm gonna be real sick, I think. Hopefully I don't get sick, but I might have to call to work tomorrow. I don't fuck knows. So I'll keep you all posted.
Look how pretty his lips are.
Have a good night. Thanks for yapping. Stay safe. Fuck H&H. Join my tournament.
That's crazy. They don't speak, do they?